ITIC has been a provider of work integrated learning for a number of years. We work closely with Macquarie University. The main reason for this session is around our software development team. So we have a number of software products that we've developed over the last 6 years that are in some major telecommunications providers, as well as we work in different technology stacks as well, mainly around Cisco, but also some around Genesis and also Twilio now. So I'll present my screen. Let me do that. And I apologise once again for being late, and I really appreciate your patience with me. Okay, so work integrated learning program specifically for software development. So ITIC, if you haven't seen the previous presentations, was established in 2001. We have a IT training, IT certification centre, and we run work integrated learning programs. Now, specifically for this session, it's around software development. Now, we're looking for someone quite specific for this role. You can see here our Sydney office, pictures of our Sydney office. So we're located in 321 Pitt Street, just near Town Hall Station, so very central. We have training rooms and work rooms, and we actually have our data science, cybersecurity, IT help desk and software development teams working here from the Pitt Street office. Now the program itself, so depending on your requirements, we can do these either as a virtual engagement, or we can do on site. For software development in particular, we probably would do part on site, part off site, but you'd just be working directly with the senior guys within the team as part of the program. Now, working integrated learning in general, just as an overview, what we're trying to achieve for students who do the programs is at the basic level, give additional skills, work experience, and help them stand out of the crowd when they move into their job on completion of their university degrees. So some of the companies that we work with, so you can see here Intuitive Technology Innovations, or IT Innovate. That was established in 2014. And that's the software company that the software products that we're working on sit within. And ITI is actually a partner company or subsidiary company of ITIC. So you can see here some of the people that have come through the programs. From a software perspective, Hamza, who's one of our, is a senior developer now within our software team. He came through Macquarie University a couple of years back. And has obviously was offered a permanent job, or full-time job initially at the end of the program, and now has gone permanent with ITI since January this year. So specifically for software development, we're going to ask for people to submit their CVs. We're looking around, so there's two types of products that we have. So original products that were developed back in 2014 are developed using MVC. So .NET C# is a key skill set for those. And some of the newer applications that we've developed, web applications that we've developed using Node.js and React. So if you have any of those, a combination of those, or really good skills in also databases, so SQL or NoSQL databases, we're looking for someone who can do the full stack development ideally. So if you think you have a relevant work history and you're doing this as part of a university program through Macquarie, please apply, and ideally at the end, if you're successful and you're selected through the interview process, that you would be potentially coming into the software team as Hamza and the other people that we've hired over the years have done so. So eligibility selection criteria. So the main thing is what we're looking for: C# .NET with SQL, JavaScript, Node.js, React, MongoDB, and any AWS or Azure skills. Obviously, self-motivated, self-starter, good work ethic, willingness to learn, strong communication skills. If you're coming through the university, we're looking for a background where ideally, if you're doing masters, you've had a software development industry experience in between your bachelor's degree and your master's degree. Now, as I mentioned, so the products and the projects that we'll be working on, SAMT, so that's our flagship provisioning product for Cisco collaboration. We have a chat tool that's a plugin for contact center agents. We have a Twilio contact center provisioning and management tool that we've built. And we've also been working on a learning management platform for ITIC, which has been built on Moodle. So there's some of the products that you would be working on with the team, and as a junior software developer at ITI, they would be some of those would be within your responsibility to look after and do enhancements and bug fixes and those sort of things. So we've opened the applications up until the 21st of Feb, which is a Sunday. So ideally, you would have submitted your CV before then, so Friday the 19th. The next step, if you're selected, would be to have an interview with our tech lead, Scott, and then we would, if you're selected from there, bring you in as one of our interns. So we're looking for people who, as I said, must have a sort of prior level of experience. We are willing to work with you if you've got the basics, but we're sort of looking for the path of least resistance as far as the person who can come in and sort of just pick up what we're doing and run with it. Now the role itself will be junior software developer internship. The program is aligned to the university semester, which is 13 weeks. And then at the end of that period, if you're successful, we will certainly be offering that person a full-time opportunity. Now, this comes under our work integrated learning targeted program. So down the bottom there, you can see software is the one that we're talking about now. We also are looking for people under similar circumstances to work on projects for data science and network security. So we've run those other sessions today prior to this, but hopefully we can, also if you know anyone who's interested in those fields, please feel free to let them know. So next steps to apply, what we need to do is if you can forward your CV, and I'll type into the chat window. If you can forward your CV to jobs@itic.com.au. The cutoff date is the 19th of February, and we have so that's the cutoff date. Applications, and we will start on the 27th of February for 13 weeks. Now, ideally, so our next info session is on the 8th, and if you're coming from Macquarie University, I'll publish the projects on the GitHub. I've already done that for cybersecurity and data science. So next information session is on the 8th of Feb. So what I'd ask you to do would be, think about your own skill set. Think about how it relates and how it fits in with these particular requirements. So how it fits in with these particular requirements. Because if you have those skills or some of those skills, we can definitely work together with you in this opportunity. So what I'll do now is I'll actually copy those and put them into the chat as well. Okay. I do now is ask everyone who's on the call, if you have any questions, feel free to go off mute or type them into the chat window, and I'll do my best to answer those as well. Okay, looks like everyone has all the answers to I've got enough information from the session. So just to summarize,
hi, sorry, I had a question.
Hey. Yes.
Yeah, when we send our resumes, do we have to, what topic do we have, like what is the email, what do we have to write on the email? Do we have to mention the job role that we're like, for example, software development?
Yeah, so junior software developer, and we will then assess your CV, and if you have the skill set that we're looking for, then we'll call you in for an interview, and that will be ideally, if you do it sort of in the next week or two, that will be before the 19th, but you do have up until the 19th to apply, in which case it would be that following week.
All right, thank you so much.
But to answer your question, email just a job title, junior software developer.
Yep, sure, thanks.
Yep. I can see Maddie's asked a question, will the interview be face-to-face or online? Look, we're happy to do online. Most of the sessions that I've done, information sessions where it's been one-on-one, we're just doing them through Teams like we are now. So online will be fine if you prefer, or in face-to-face. Definitely, we're here at least. I'm here at least 4 days a week in the office now, so face-to-face isn't a problem either. So we have a coding test. Yes, so that will be up to Scott, but I would imagine he would have either a coding test or some specific questions that he would want you to answer to demonstrate your knowledge and capability. So there will be something there that will test your knowledge. Okay. All right. Really excited, particularly about software. That's been a big part of the business for the last 6 years, and something that we've developed a very decent set of products and tools around, and we've been really successful running these programs to bring people into the business. So hopefully there's someone out there either on the call or someone that you know who has that coding skill set that we're looking for. David said, hi Stephen, are there any opportunities with ITIC after finishing the software internship? Most definitely. This is the reason why we're advertising for this particular program, is we have a vacancy that we would like to fill. But the way that we will fill that is if we get the right person in the door through the internship, and then we will offer them a position within 3 months. So the internship itself runs for 13 weeks. That's in line with the Macquarie University semester. So we'll bring in, if you're not from Macquarie University, that's fine. You can come in independently. If you are from Macquarie University, then your internship will actually be the last semester of your master's degree. So either way, we're open to external people or Macquarie University people to come in for that program, work with our software team, and if you're a good fit, hire them at the end. So we've basically hired at least one person through this method over the last 3 years into our team, and we're looking to do the same again because it's been quite successful. It's a really good way to get to know people, and it's like a 3-month interview, more or less. You'll know by the end of the program, and we'll know by the end of the program whether we'd like to work with one another.
Hi Stephen, are there any charges included for this internship?
For software, there's no. So we're not actually running a course. There's no course link for, if you've attended the other sessions, we have a targeted option and an open option. The targeted option is where you're successful into the interview and you come into the program as a targeted future employee. Open is where we would run a course and you could elect to do the course for entry into the program if you didn't have the skill set. This particular program for software is only targeted. There's no cost. We're looking for the right person that we can hire at the end to come into the software company. Yeah, we used to run a full stack developers course, but with software, we've decided that we prefer to just look for, take this approach where we interview people and just have 1 or 2 people coming through. When Hamza came in, we actually had about 10 interns because our approach at that point was, okay, well, let's just get everyone in and we'll see who develops throughout the 13 weeks and, we might be able to hire them as well. But what we found is unless you've, if you've done coding and you've worked in industry before, so you've held a job as a software developer for a period of time, then, you're in the front running. So we'd prefer to sort of take, and Scott would kill me if I gave him 10 interns again. He wants to select sort of 1 or 2 or maybe 3 people who he really likes, who he can see has already gone a long way to, meeting the requirements for the role, and then just do the last 10%. He doesn't, we don't have, particularly at the moment with the workload that we don't have the time to do the 90%. What we're looking is to do the 10% and just to get the right person in who can meet the requirements and hire them at the end. So we'll certainly look at all CVs, but we do have a very specific skill set that we're looking for. Any more questions from everyone? And once again, I really apologise for being late. I was working with someone in the comms room here. We were having a network issue. So thank you for your patience once again. If there's no more questions, look forward to seeing your CVs coming through. If yourself or anyone that you know are interested in data science or cybersecurity, we do have both a targeted as well as an open program for those. So feel free to think about those ones as well. And I look forward to seeing you in the near future. Have a great afternoon, and Jennifer and Rachel will send you the details of the next information session. But if you have everything that you need, feel free to send your CVs through to us. So thanks everyone. Have a great afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank you everyone. And feel free to hang around if you have any other questions. I'll stay online for a few more minutes.